Hey everyone, it's Scott here with another daily property update. And I've got a really important chart for you, and you've got to look at the information from this chart. This chart is the updated, newly released home price growth forecast from ANZ Bank. And there's some things in here I want to cover off with you. But first of all, why do we even want to pay attention to banks' forecasts? Well, banks are the ones that are loaning all of the money into the property market. They pay a lot of money to their actuaries and data scientists to figure out where the growth will be, because they do not want to be loaning money to investors into markets that are not going to grow or, in fact, will go backwards. So this is very, very important. Whenever the banks put out forecasts, we do need to look at them and we should be paying attention. So here is the table from ANZ. Now, what you will notice, Sydney and Melbourne, a lot of growth. And of course, Melbourne, they're actually putting in the number one spot. But if you look at some other cities, for example, Perth and Brisbane, still going to be a lot of growth there. Now, this aligns with our research and this aligns with what we are saying here at Freedom as well, because what we do is look at over 300 points of data, just like the banks do. And in fact, Liana Pan, the co-founder of Freedom Property, is a data scientist and is an actuary and was an actuary for some of the big companies like Suncorp and so on. So Liana and her team, their forecasts very closely align with this chart from ANZ. What I do need to warn you about though is you've got to remember that this is going to be the median house price growth for that capital city. When you invest, you're not investing into a capital city, you're investing into one suburb, one property in that suburb, so one property in the market. So what the city does on average may or may not reflect on the individual property that you invest into. Remember, there are 15,000 suburbs plus all over Australia. Each suburb is going to do very, very different. So say, for example, Melbourne, yes, it might be the number one growth market overall, but of course, the hundreds of suburbs within Melbourne are all going to do very, very different things. So you do need to be careful. You do need to think at a suburb level, not necessarily a capital city level. So the question is not really, should I be in Perth? Should I be in Melbourne? Should I be in Brisbane? The question is really, out of 15,000 suburbs, which suburb should I be in? Guys, if you found value in this information, if you want more updates like this, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for your next property update. Thanks, everyone.